Hello and welcome back to Tony Northeastern and to part 3 of building this colliery. As you can see, we're almost there with the colliery building anyway, but there'll still be all the yard and all the little finer details left to do. So let's crack on. Okay, I've just come up with another idea for this building before I actually glue it to the main colliery. I've decorated out the plant room, so I thought, well, why don't I do something with the main office up here? So I have just painted it a slight light beigey colour, if you like, and I've added an extra window, as you can see, and this is the floor that's going to go in there. So while the floor is out, I shall paint it a woody colour, so it's a wood effect, and I might make a desk, a chair, maybe fit a figure in there, a boss walking around, and maybe even a filing cabinet, and then just slot that in there, glue it in, and then glue the main building to the colliery when it's done. So to make this look like a floor, let's put that down for a minute. All I'm going to do is get a pen and score some lines to look like floorboards. So I'm just imprinting the card like so, and what I'll do then is I'll just paint it brown. Okay, I have painted the floor. You can actually see the wood texture coming through, so it looks more or less realistic. So that's that done, so we'll leave that to dry. So I'm going to start making the desk now. I've cut a little piece of card, 20mm by 10mm, so that's going to be the desk. And I'm just going to cut some smaller pieces to go around the desk, just to make it look like a set of drawers. So I've got 3 pieces there, so I need to cut another 2 little pieces, which are actually going to be the drawers. So that's 1, 2, so I'm just going to make sure that they're all the same size. Well, that's the 2 sides because they're about the same, front and back, and that's the sides. Yep, so if I glue that up into a little square. Okay, that's the cupboard side with the drawers, so that'll get glued to the top. It's very tricky, this, all the sides want to collapse already. Okay, that's one side, and the with the drawers in, so I just got to make a couple of legs for the other bit. Okay, there's the framework, which is going to support the legs. So the tricky bit now is making 2 legs identically the same. Okay, there's the office table, or desk, as it were. So we'll let that dry and then we'll move on to the chair. I think I'm going to have to work out how I'm going to do this. Okay, I've been busy a little bit. As you can see, I've finished the desk. It's painted. It's got a lovely leather inlay on the top. There's a filing cabinet just here, and there we have a 1920s Art Deco chair. So yeah, so that's not too bad. I'm just wondering, I might add a little bit more to it, but I think that looks quite good for an office. The chair itself, I just cut a strip of 5mm card by about 15mm long, bent it up into a zigzag shape, and then unfolded a little bit and put a little bit of card on the back and glued it on. For the arms, some really thin card, just cut the strip. It's only about 1.5mm wide, and then just glued that on to the side. Very delicate to make, but the effect is quite good actually. Okay, one final detail I've added to the office. As you can see, there's a newspaper on the desk, and I think he's just thinking about the headlines about the price of coal going either up or down. If you're wondering where I got the newspaper from, I got it from Gary from Cheeky Tech. He makes them up and sells them on eBay. And if you look in this little bag here, that's what you get. You get little tiny newspapers and Coca-Cola cans. I don't know if you can just see that. There you go. And he's on eBay. It's 68 Smiler 68. So if you're wondering about getting your hands on a miniature newspaper. Right, I shall continue and do a bit more. Okay, as you can see, I have now attached the extension, if you like, to the colliery. The two cables you see there are the two cables that go all the way down into the plant room there. It's in pitch darkness at the moment. I did do a test on the LED before gluing this building to this building, and it did work, and I've just tested it again and it still does work, so that's good. So that's that little job done. It was a little bit tricky to glue this building to the colliery. I'm trying to film doing that as well. It would have been a nightmare, because it was a bit of a task to do that, trying to hold this side and glue one side on and glue the other side on, making sure the two floors are married up with two skirting boards that goes around the floor room there. But yeah, I'm happy with the office there. Those cables, hopefully you won't be able to see them, because I'll pin them right back with a glued in piece of card, so that should work to our benefit. So next thing to do is to glue another piece of card and put an LED into the office as well. Right, as you can see, I've stuck a piece of folded card there at 245-degree angles, just to cover the cables up. Once that's painted green, the same as the walls, you won't notice it that much. Looking through the window there, yeah, I think once that's painted, that should disguise the fact that there's cables there. Okay, now I've got the resistor soldered onto, I can now trim the other leg because I now know that the right leg is the positive leg. Feed the cable through the hole. Trim a bit off the ends. Dip the cables in flux ready. Right, all these ends now, twist them together once I've stripped them back. It's the 4 ends stripped back, so what I'll do is I will put the reds together and the blacks together just by twisting them. Just add some solder. Like so. And they're ready for the main cable now. Okay, I have now connected the positives and the negative cables to the main supply coming into the building. I've heat shrinked them. It's important that you do that just so that the positive and negatives don't touch, otherwise it'll short out your LEDs. Okay, just testing the LEDs. You're looking into the plant room at the moment and you can just about make out the figure. If we go up to the next floor, which is the top floor, and we can peer into the office. So that's just a successful little test on the lighting system. Right, now we can concentrate on the insides here. Now then, where that gate finishes there, I'm going to have to put in another floor. So that'll be the next step, to work out putting in a floor. And then we're going to put in another brick wall along this edge and back across to the edge of the pit head there, if you like. Yeah, brick wall has gone up, so, and there's some heavy duty supports there ready to take the floor. I haven't done any card towards the main opening there, because you'll never ever see it. Never ever see it, not in a million years. So it's not worth putting anything there. But I have put the brick wall there, so I just thought I'd quickly show you that before the floor goes in. Right, the floor has now been glued in, and I've added some steps up to the next level. The next thing to do is to paint that floor and this floor like a concrete colour, the same colour that I used for the plant room. Right, as you can see, I've painted the concrete floor, whitewashed the walls and fitted the windows. Now, I'm not sure what to do about those sticks popping through just yet. I might paint them a different colour. But it's slowly beginning to look like a workshop in there. And this is the view from the outside, with the windows fitted. Seems like a long time ago when I started putting these lot together. Right, now then, for the internal building, I'll take some measurements, get some, and draw it out, and see what this is going to look like. Okay, this is the partition that I have made up to go inside the coal mine, to separate the pit workings from the offices. As you can see, there's going to be a door and a window on the lower ground floor and just a door on the top floor. So I'll just place that inside so you get a better idea of what it's going to look like. So I have kept the apex to match the front of the apex of the actual colliery, but it's not central to this apex anymore because this side takes up more room. So although this side matches, the downslope is slightly different, slightly narrower. So once that's in position, glued in, that'll look quite good. If I just pick up the building, and we can see through the main entrance there, if we can, if the light prevails. Let's see if I just move, there you go, you can actually see the cutout for the door and the new window in situ. So the next thing to do is to detail this piece before I can glue it in. Right, I've placed the pit on the layout for the moment just so I can show you what it looks like from a distance. Now we have the windows fitted and all the doors fitted on the outside now, and with the extra extension to the side of the building as well. We've come a long way this week with the office being built, the dividing walls internally done. So next week we'll be looking at how to get the coal from the actual mine itself into the chutes. I've got two ideas at the moment, and we shall save that for next week. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen once again here at Tony Northeastern, and I'll see you again next week. Bye for now. Bye.